Hello, it is the Bee of Just Be here, walking you through this eyeshadow look. Starting off with prepping the eyes with your concealer. I'm using Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting in the shade Mocha on a 207 Luxie brush. Anything you have, beauty blender, finger, Q-tip, other blending brush, whatever you like, just use that. Moving on into the Huda Beauty Obsessions palette. This is the neon pink in using these two shades that are not labeled or numbered because Huda never does that except when it's her large palette, but I digress. And I'm just going to take the darker pink and the lavender and mixing them together on the brush, tapping them off. This is a Glamour Dolls tapered blending brush, again not labeled or numbered, highly annoying, but we're just going to use that brush, picking up the colors, placing them in the crease, blending it out a little bit into the brow bone, not putting too much product there just because we're going to go in with a darker, more electric color, and I just didn't want to make it too shocking at first. You can always put on more, but you can't really take away when you're using a lot of color. So I'm going in lightly, blending out, switching between my BH Cosmetics brush, all-time favorite blending brush, and the Glamour Dolls, just to make that cat eye V shape, get it in there, slap it on, blend it out. The BH Cosmetics brush, again, isn't labeled or numbered, but I forgive it because it is absolutely the best blending brush I've ever used on my eyes. I have so many blending brushes, and this one is just unbeatable. I don't know if they even make it anymore. I'm really sad if they don't. I'll try to find it and link it down below for you with all the other brushes that I've used. Moving on into the NYX Glitter Glue Primer, putting a little bit on the back of my hand, picking it up with a Luxie 239 Precision Shader brush. Say that 5 times fast. Bet you can't. Using that brush just to make a cut crease, kind of, with the Glitter Glue Primer, but not really. Just trying to get that tacky, blend it out, get a little bit sticky so the shadow can stick to it. Gonna go in with the Desi and Katy Friendcation palette using the shade A Moment. That is by Dose of Colors, by the way. Picking it up with I believe that is a Sigma eye shading E55 brush. Didn't like it. Decided to move on to my finger because your finger is warmer and it's just easier to blend and drag metallic foils, glitter shadows, pressed glitter shadows. And use that. Switch back to the brush because my finger couldn't fit all over her eye into the nooks and crannies. Couldn't really get in there, so went in with the brush, picked up a little bit more product, created again the cat eye shape, following her natural eye shape. But you can always create the shape that you want using that brush. Going back in with the blending brush again, just to blend all the harsh edges out, make everything look seamless. Doing the same on the other eye. Again, glitter glue primer, creating that cut crease shape. Dragging it with the brush, dragging, blending. Not too worried about how clean it is because, again, I'm gonna go in, cover everything with the glitter, and blend it out with the brush. Egypt cannot keep her eyes closed to save her life. She always has to be in the mix. Someone tell her to chill out. You see the eye open again. Close your eyes, Egypt. She just makes my job so difficult. Okay, still going in with that brush, creating a nice little shape. Okay. Going in with the NYX Face and Body Glitter. I believe it's in the shade Electric Blue, putting some in the cap, and using a Modus Studios, I believe it's a metallic domed eyeshadow brush. Again, it is not labeled or numbered, which is highly annoying. Maybe I should get labeled and numbered brushes so I wouldn't be this upset. But anyway, picking up my NYX Glitter Glue again, glitter primer, putting that on the brush directly, picking up the glitter, patting it all over the eyes for an extra pop of color. Feel free to skip this step. Egypt is just extra and she needs extra glitter on her eyes. But if you don't want it, you think the A Moment shade is perfect, then just don't put that extra bit of glitter. Although it is nicer now that I'm looking at it. Was Egypt right? Don't tell her I said this, but I think she was right. It does. Wow, that's really pretty. Now that I see it, now that I see the vision, okay, fine. I succumb to it. It's really nice. So maybe don't skip this step. Keep it in. Yeah, that's really nice. So again, pack it on there with your glitter primer, swipe it. I was going to say dice it, don't do that, that's not cute. But yeah, pack it on, pat it on, follow the shape you created, blend off the excess with that amazing blending brush. Going into the Huda Obsessions palette, going to pick up that pink color that we used in the crease and putting it on the lower lash line with an Alamar Tightline brush, just dragging that across, getting the color nice and packed on there. Egypt just never closes her eyes. She never does what I tell her to do. She didn't need to close them. But anyway, I'm picking up the lavender to kind of blend that out just a little bit, make it a little less harsh. Then decided I wanted to mix that in with the coral color in the palette just to bring a little bit more warmth, and the lavender just wasn't doing it for me. So mix those two together and continue to blend out the harsh line we created with the darker pink color. Grabbing the e.l.f. crease brush, going to blend all of those colors together, blend out the line, make it as seamless as possible. Then we're going to go back into a moment on an M160, that's a Morphe brush, and dragging it all along the top of the very top of the pink, right under the waterline, right where your lashes are. Just drag that color just to bring the look full circle. Going back into the e.l.f. crease brush with any white highlighter you have, holographic color, just to add a pop to the inner corners. Just because it's a crease brush, you do not have to use it in your crease. Whatever floats your boat. Then I decided I wanted to add a little bit more depth to the eye, so I picked up the Dose of Colors Blushing Berries palette in the shade Blackest Berry, or is it Berry Black? One of those two, same thing. Putting it right on the waterline and then dusting out any fallout. Okay, then we're going to highlight our brow bone with the Diamond Bomb All Over from Fenty in How Many Carats. Add a little bit more pop to the brow bone. And just add more glitter is better. And then blend it out with a clean blending brush. This is a Luxie. I love Luxie, clearly. Don't know what it is. Any blending brush will work. But then you want to pop some lashes on. Egypt loves Slay by Ella, so she put her Slay by Ella's on. I think it's the Sassy pack. Yep, Sassy pack. Look into the camera, look away from the camera, look into the abyss. Yes, Egypt. Look at them curls. Look at them little edges. Wow. Pop your shades on. Throw a peace sign, because that completes this look. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Stick around. We post new videos on one of them days that end in Y. Wash your hands. Don't forget, wash your hands. And your face. Wash your face. Just wash your body. Wash everything. Stay safe. Stay healthy. See you in our next video.